Hey, One Life community.
Hi, it's Sam and Patrick Cullinane coming to you live from Kanab, Utah, tiny little town by Arizona.
The kitchen, technically. We're in the kitchen.
We are in the kitchen. Hey, just so to give you a little bit about who we are authors of the book Marriage from Miserable to Magnificent. And we have we have a podcast called the Not So Perfect Couple Podcast. So basically, we're really into talking about relationships, right, babe?
And yep, absolutely. And what we came up with the top 5 to keep your relationship alive during the lockdown that we thought we want to share with y'all.
Yeah, 5 things that you can do during this very interesting and scary time.
I don't think it has to be scary. Just interesting. Well, one of the reasons that
It's
it's
kind of
scary,
scary.
it can get scary. Definitely when you get kind of like sucked into the all of the negativity and the fear mongering and everything that's going on out there, and some of it's, a lot of it is totally justifiable because we really do need to get this thing under control. So let's just jump right in. What do you think?
Okay, let's do it.
The first one
Is
is
self-love. We talk about self-love a lot because we think it's one of the most important things for any relationship. And when we say self-love, what we're really talking about is taking good care of yourself, meaning eat well, exercise, all the things, and do things that light you up, things that really bring you joy. These are the things that will keep you at your best so that you can bring your best to all of the new and different kind of situations that we're being faced with today, like the quarantining. Don't drop that just because things are weird or busy or you feel a little apathetic or anxious.
and if
Keep
you're
doing that self care.
and if your routines have been interrupted because things are closed and broke and you just can't do everything that you normally do, then we have to create creative subroutines.
Exactly. Try do it a different way. Like the workouts that you used to do outside. And if you can't go outside and you just do it in your bedroom and you can't use weights, use your own body weight.
how many
Get
push-ups
creative.
how many push-ups can you do with your kids on your back?
Exactly. The
This
other thing is trying to really feel love for yourself. We think that if you can learn to love yourself, it's much easier to extend that love to everyone. That's definitely not a destination, it's a journey, it's something you have to work on every day. So
that's
give
true.
yourself a little love and a little grace. What's number 2, babe?
Number 2 is introspection. And it's something that I've had to do because I think everybody is going through these many waves of being up, being down, being apathetic, just feeling the negativity, the negative energy is a little bit weighing on all of us. And for me, it translated into reading kind of stories into a lot of things that were going on around me and making them out to be worse than they actually were, rather than looking at the upside or the potential for just a mistake.
Or objective.
Right.
Yeah.
So by realizing that I had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder and realizing that I was a little bit hyper defensive and some of these things were going on, I was like, well, what is that about? And I thought, well, yeah, there's a little bit, I feel that weight, you know what I mean? I think that's what's driving this thing. So I'm going to try to throw myself into looking at the world more from a way that I can put more positive energy into it rather than let the negative energy affect me. So that was my introspection.
Your introspection showed you that things were weighing on you in a way that you maybe weren't consciously aware of, but subconsciously. Is
Yeah.
that what you're trying to say?
Yeah. There were things that uh, you were consciously aware of and tried to help me see that I didn't see or wanted to see because I was too busy being defensive. But the next day I came to that conclusion on my own, which made it way better.
It did make it way better. Thank you for coming to that conclusion.
The third thing is one of my favorites. It's forgiveness. It's recognizing that, oh, geez, I was kind of a dick for 2 days. Ooh, I don't know if I can say that. I was kind of an ass for 2 days. And, and sorry. And, but rather, I gave Sam some hugs and I told her, my little epiphany that I came to. And I could tell right away that was almost enough for her. She's like, oh, good. Maybe we're out the other side of this. And then rather than beat myself up about it, I kind of gave myself a little grace and some forgiveness. And then, some of the stories that I'd built up were centered around other people who I immediately forgave and looked at what they had done as possibly just a mistake or possibly 100% unintentional. And the true story is that it was way closer to that than the story I built up in my own mind. So forgiveness is huge in times like this.
Yep. The fourth one is gratitude. Gratitude can take me from a place of negativity, anger, hurt, sorrow, anxiety, fear, almost immediately to a place that's more loving. And you can get grateful about anything, everything. Your life situation, it can always be worse. So if you can get to that place of gratitude for yourself, for your own life, for your partner, for your kids, especially when you're all locked together, when you start to feel edgy, if you can just say, what am I grateful for about this moment and this moment
Absolutely.
or that person and this situation, you'll always be able to find something if you look hard enough. And that activity in and of itself is very worthwhile. Also, gratitude has been scientifically proven to make people happier. Even if you don't tell someone that you're grateful for them, you just thinking about gratitude, they've shown in scientific studies that the other person can actually feel that. Although I think verbalizing it is better.
Awesome. No, gratitude is it immediately changes the vibration in the room. And with all the negativity that's going on out there and the fear and everything else, um, gratitude can counterbalance that pretty well. What's the last thing? Number 5.
Number
Keep your
5,
relationship alive.
expressing love. Are you going to talk about that or am I?
I think we both can. We both got some tips on that one, don't we?
Yeah. So I want to say, if you don't know what the love languages are, go look it up on the internet. Dr. Gary Chapman came up with them a while ago, and they're brilliant. And basically, the idea is that you express love in the way that you want to receive it. So, for example, Patty's a touch guy. So when Patty wants to show me love, he touches me. But that isn't how I receive love. That isn't how I understand loving behavior. Loving behavior for me is us spending really good quality time together and or him doing things for me like acts of service. So if you don't know what your love language is, go find out. And if you don't know what your partner's love language is and your children, go find out. There's a quiz online you can take, and that will take you a long way to expressing love in ways that people understand.
And we also wanted to share something with One Life. We dropped the price of our book all the way down to 99 cents on Kindle. And as cheap as Amazon would let us make it for the paperback copy, we don't have any control over the Audible. Amazon just sets that pricing, but we won't make a dime on any of the books that One Life buys for the next probably 30 days. So, One Life community, if you want a good read, I think it's a good read.
We think it's a great read.
And that book is called Marriage from Miserable to Magnificent. It's on Amazon and it's 99 cents or $7 or something right now. So enjoy. Oh, and you know what? And then we have 2 promo codes that we can give out for our audiobook. There's a free audiobook. The first 2 people that message us on Facebook in either the Bigger Love group or the Not So Perfect Couple community, and they say we heard that we could get a free book from the One Life clip. So mention One Life and mention free Audible, and then promise to leave us a review after we send it to you. And you got it. The first 2.
That's exciting.
Yeah. And that's all we got. Those are our top 5 to keep your relationships alive.
Just to recap, self-love,
What? Oh, introspection, forgiveness.
gratitude, and expressing love, showing love, being loving.
Yep.
All right. We hope those help you keep your sanity and your relationships happy and healthy while we're all super stressed. We're sending so much love to you and your families and hope that you're staying safe and healthy and sane and happy.
Bye, One Life.
Bye.